Hi, I just wanted to do a video today about veganism. Now, I watched quite an interesting video on YouTube where a young woman was saying that she did try going vegan, and at first she thought it was great. The first sort of 2-3 months, she said her health she thought really improved and she felt really good about herself. But then about 3 months in, she started noticing a lot of changes. She started to feel very run down, very fatigued. Her hair started thinning. She didn't feel like she had a lot of energy. And apparently she was doing everything right. She'd been to see a nutritionist. She was, taking all the right supplements and yada, yada, yada. But apparently, her body just wasn't really adapting to it. So she started eating meat again. Now, I'm not a vegan. I was a vegetarian for I'd say about 8 years of my life. From the ages of 16 to about 24, I think, roughly. I decided not to eat meat purely because I didn't like the way animals were treated. Now, back then, I'll go back sort of the early 2000s. Back then, there was some vegetarian food available, but it wasn't as good as what it is now. That we did have Quorn, but it was very, very expensive, and I found it quite hard to, I wasn't on a great income, so I found, it quite an expensive sort of diet. And I did a diploma in nutrition, so I learned about like complete, incomplete proteins and what I should and shouldn't be eating. But I decided to start eating meat again when I was 24 years old, and I've got to say I did feel a lot better. I did actually feel like I had more energy. I felt a lot stronger, and I felt like when I was going to the gym, my recovery time was a lot quicker. My muscles, seemed to recover faster. So there is a theory that people want people to go vegan to make them weaker. Is it better for the planet? I don't know. There's all sorts of theories. I do think animals are treated, badly, and I do think that is something that definitely needs to change in the world. Animals do need better treatment, and the way, we do treat certain beings on this earth is disgusting. But I'd be interested to hear from people if you have gone vegan and, did you feel it improved your health, or did you have to go back to eating meat? I personally, after eating meat again for the amount of time I have, I personally don't think I could go back to being a vegetarian. I personally don't think my body was designed for it, because when I started eating meat again, like I said, I did actually feel a lot better about myself, and I did feel it, it improved my health. But I know obviously we've all got different genetics and different body types. But do you know anyone who's been vegan? And, if you are vegan, has it improved your life? Do you feel it's benefited your health, or do you feel that, it was more detrimental? Let me know what you'd think. I know it's a very personal choice whether you eat meat or not, and I'm not judging people who do or don't eat meat. It's entirely your decision. But I would be very interested to know people's comments who have gone vegan, or, are still vegetarian now, and what they think about it and how it's affected you. So drop me a line.